This video will demonstrate how to use the interactive charts published in CHIA's 2018 Focus on Provider Quality. The interactive graphics allow users to illustrate system-wide performance and compare specific providers. The report itself is accessible on CHIA's website, chiamass.gov/quality-report. The interactive report has 8 tabs for different types of quality measures that relate to safe care, effective and efficient care, and patient-centered care. The first tab is healthcare-associated infections. At the top of this tab is a bar chart with a statewide view of how Massachusetts hospitals performed on these infection measures. In this chart, orange represents the number of hospitals that performed worse than predicted. Gray indicates those hospitals that performed no differently than predicted, and dark blue is the number of hospitals that performed better than predicted. As a default, this chart depicts all acute hospitals in Massachusetts. In the upper left-hand corner, you can change the data period to see historical performance. By default, the tab shows the most recent data period, the 12 months ending March 2017. In the top right, you may also select a specific hospital system if you want a more tailored view of a single system. Below this chart are 2 more detailed charts with data on a provider-specific level, a map of hospitals color-coded by performance, and a list of hospital scores on this measure and confidence intervals. If you hover over a hospital on either of these charts, you will see that hospital's historical performance on the measure. At any point, you can use the hospital system filter in the top right to filter all figures on the page to a single system. If you only want to look at a specific measure, you can click on that measure in the top chart to filter the entire dashboard. For example, by clicking on the MRSA measure, we now see only MRSA hospital level scores. You can select multiple measures by holding Control if you're on a PC, or the Command key if you're on a Mac while clicking on measures. You can show all measures again by clicking once more on the selected measure name to clear the filter. The other tabs in the report follow a similar pattern. They begin with a statewide view, with provider-specific drill downs below and historical data in the hovers. Graphics enable filtering by provider system when it is relevant. At the very bottom right of the screen, there is a download button. It looks like a box with a down arrow. At any point, you can click this button to export your current view as a PDF. If instead you want to see the raw data behind the report, you can download the entire data book further up the page. This concludes our overview of CHIA's 2018 Focus on Provider Quality. We hope you found this video helpful and that you're feeling ready to jump in and start exploring the data. Thanks for watching.